December the 18th, and we're just settling in for a read this afternoon. If you're a returning subscriber, thank you so much for joining me again. And if you are new to the channel, hit that subscribe button so you can join the chat. And then I've got this set up over here so I can monitor the chat while we're doing this. And yeah, hit that notification button if you're a subscriber, or if you're a new person coming in and newly subscribing. So then you can get notifications for when the next live read will be, or when I post new videos or any kind of special events. And yeah, and I'm only on YouTube. If you see this face, hi. If you see this face anywhere else on another platform, it's not me. Don't be scammed. And I'm right now only taking contributions through Venmo at Angel Radio Tarot until the channel gets monetized, and that depends on, memberships and stuff like that. Depend completely on how many of you subscribe and how many of you watch. It really comes down to how long you allow me to share this space with you. Just keep the page rolling, keep the channel rolling in the background, and just it really just does come down to the number of hours of screen time that you allow me to share with you. We're going to get right into some cards this morning. Let's see here. I'm so glad you're here. You look amazing. You smell great from here. Today's reading is the first 3 questions are $20. You send it through the Venmo account right here, and I'm watching the Venmo here, and I can see when you've made your contribution and ask your question there. Let's see if I'm really doing it true. Yeah. Well, I can check on your specifics, Diggy, if you really want me to see if it's specifically for you. Then that'll be a $20 contribution to that Venmo account right there, Angel Radio Tarot. Otherwise, sit back and enjoy the general read here. And if it applies to you, that's wonderful. And if it doesn't apply to you, leave it for someone else to appreciate. And let's just get cracking right into it. What do we have here? Anything? Okay. So as I was saying, if you see this face anywhere else besides YouTube, holler back at me here and let me know, because I'm not on Facebook or the Tix or anything like that. Someone is having a tower moment here. There is loss of balance. It's the Lovers inversed. It suggests maybe, a relationship that you're having somewhere is coming into falter. You may not know this. That might be a part of your tower moment here. There's a temptation and a difficult choice that was involved. So whether or not you fail, that temptation is going to be up to you here. There is some cause for celebration, or this might have happened at a celebration. I get that there was a period of time that you can't account for. Is intuition, the moon here with us, the intuition, mystery, illusions, subconscious. So maybe someone saw you looking. Everybody's very flashy right now with the holiday seasons. Everybody's looking good, looking fresh. But there is a temptation coming your way. So be ready. Be ready. It may happen at this upcoming celebration, but it's some of you are going to. Okay. So some of you are going to be partying with some new people that you don't know. You need to be cautious, or you need to be vigilant about guarding your drinks so that you don't get roofied by a potential lover, and this creating the tower moment here. Hello, Arun Kumar. Today's reading is the first 3 questions, $20 questions, and you can apply your donation to the Venmo at Angel Radio Tarot. Otherwise, sit back and relax and enjoy the read. And if it applies to you, then enjoy. And if not, let it pass over for someone else to enjoy. If you're the first person to comment on any of my videos or shorts, you'll win the first commenter free read giveaway. It's a 15-minute pre-recorded personal read. So you'll see when you pull up a video or a short, if you're the first commenter, and include your question there. And then I'll respond with a YouTube link. I'll never send you outside of YouTube except for Venmo contributions to the Angel Radio Tarot. Let's see. Oh, no. Let's see. I'm not a grandma yet, but thanks. I've been called maestra at the pool table, so I'll take it. So let's see. Someone is receiving or giving acceptance, forgiveness. There's moving on. It's like something that was a big deal before is not a big deal now. Yeah. Yeah. Well, hello. Nice to have you in. Welcome, everyone. I'm so glad you're here. So glad you're here. What's happening here? What's happening here? Let's see. There's some imbalance. There's somebody's coming into a lack of focus, just a general confusion. Might be because of or will be causing a lack of financial stability. Somebody's kind of blowing off the job to relax their minds a little bit, taking some mental health days. It's nice to have you all here. Thank you. Hello. Thank you all for being here. Thank you all for being here. So glad to have you. You look amazing and you smell fantastic from here. What do we got? What else? Gonna kind of squirrel around in some other cards and we'll come back to this deck here. I've gotten a lot of different decks in the last few weeks. It's been nice to explore. We'll set this one aside. And where did these go? Did these have a box? How many people are in here? We had 22 people in here about a minute and a half before ago. It'll vary. And we just got on here, so it'll grow. If you're watching and you want to participate in the chat, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. There's no membership set up yet, not until we get enough subscribers to monetize and do some special shows. But that'll be, that's way down the ways. But the channel is growing quickly, and thank you so much for that. That's each one of you. You did that. So thank you for bringing me into your YouTube face. Somebody is being tempted to fuck around and find out, and getting some kind of overbearing. Somebody's being really arrogant just a moment ago, and someone next to them is checking them. It's like they don't even have to. Maybe someone was about to. Serene. I hope I said that right. Serene, a shout out to Serene, right on. What are the cards? These are cards that I've written. A deck that I wrote and filled out. I've got several cards. I've got a Miss Cleo deck came in, and I went to Goodwill and got a deck of round, I'm calling them the Diamond Mind of Clear Light, a set of round cards. I've got some gold foil cards, that my traditional tarot cards. Those are my favorite, I think. Most personal. I don't know. I think maybe you're tricking me into saying dirty words, because I don't know what it is you're asking me to say. My eyes are very big. But I can't see very well if I take my glasses off, but they're not that bad. What do we got here? Come on now. So your cards know I'm socializing and they're letting me have some room. But also feeling a lack of focus myself here. Let's keep my head down here and we'll do a general read. Something's going to go down in the next 30 days. Let's see. There's something's going to happen in the next 30 days. It's going to be some casual romance. Casual, like not really even a hookup, but it's you know, in these streets is always just party time as opposed to working in these streets. This is just being chill. Well, Life with Melissa, if you'd like a reading today, you can send $20 to the Venmo at Angel Radio Tarot. The first 3 questions there, but until then, sit back and enjoy the read. And if it pertains to you, then wonderful. And if it doesn't, leave it for someone else to appreciate. Let's see. Someone's clowning. Yeah, there's like a casual relationship that's going to be coming to you in the next 30 days. Or none forthcoming. So no serious relationships at this time. Kind of a vibe of enjoy it if it comes to you. Don't get too hung up on it trying to make something happen. There's some duplicity here. So no, there's no, I'd say if you're jumping into a relationship presents itself to you in the next 30 days, we're still into, you know, clearly into just the beginning half of cuffing season. So there's not a real serious vibe for you at this time. Some of you, not all of you. If you have a new relationship coming, of course, if you don't want it to turn into a cuffing relationship, then of course, you know, take your time with it and don't jump forward. But if you do, that's all it's going to be right now. And that may change by tomorrow by the change of attitudes and the shifting opportunities. How was my day today? My day today. Oh, my day today. Ooh, none forthcoming. Yeah, I don't have anything else going on today. I got up earlier than usual today and was productive. Boy, you talk about shifting tide. Whatever energy that thought it was going to come into you in the next 30 days just figured out that you're keen to it and it's had to step up its game and it's going to jump in. Instead of in these streets like it was, it's flipped over full on pimp pusher and none forthcoming. So they're coming in for, yeah, Ilbis is right here. You're going to get a crossroads temptation and they're going to come in hard and there is no meat behind it other than trying to put this pimp pusher. They're going to try to come in for the hook in the next 24 hours. They were going to slow jam over the next 30 days, but now that they know that you're on to them, that energy is going to initiate, boom, coming in with the elbow in the next 24 hours trying to hook you. What are we doing here? What are we doing here? Well, thank you for your love. Thank you for your love. Personal readings today are $20 for the first 3 questions. And then, you know, the rest of this is a general read. Contributions are to the Venmo at Angel Radio Tarot. And until the membership, until subscriptions grow enough that we can do smaller or different kinds of memberships here. But otherwise, sit back and enjoy the general read. If it applies to you, fantastic. And if it doesn't, leave for someone else to appreciate. I'm only on YouTube. I'll only ever send you out to the Venmo at Angel Radio until memberships are high enough. And that comes down to just the number of hours that you let me sit here with you and chit-chat and tell you everything I find out here. Dialing into, I'm CC, your host. This is Angel Radio Tarot. What do we got here? So I hope that answered your question about what we're doing here. And listen, if you're the first person to comment on any of my videos or shorts, you will win the first commenter free read giveaway. It's a 15-minute pre-recorded personal read Something just came in my left ear. Some whispering I missed, or someone was trying to slip in between thoughts. Someone just there's a Sagittarius and inverted. Yeah, you'll it's a 15-minute personal pre-recorded read, so you'll see if you're the first commenter there. Go ahead and leave your question there, so I don't have to come and look for you and ask you, hey, what's your question? And then I'll return a YouTube link, and you just click on that link. It keeps you right here on YouTube, just like you found me here. Yeah, you do that, and that gives you a chance to, experience what a personal read looks like without having to fork over anything. If it applies to you and you enjoy it, and you come to find that you rely on it. Oh, Simon's here to say hello. If you're new to the channel, you'll meet Simon and Max and Bria. Let's see. Come on, let's get a read. Simon, are you here to say hello? Come on, boy. Come. Come on. That's right. The vent's on. He's afraid of the wind. Oh, yes, I know it's scary, but come on up here and we'll keep you safe. Come on up and say hello. Come on up and say hello. Everyone, this is Simon. This is Simon. Yeah. Hi, boy. Hello. That's right. That's right. Mwah. Okay, you want to sit here? You want to lay down? Okay, just checking in. He's just checking in. He hears me talking, and he's got to come in and make sure there's nobody else in here besides me. They all do that. They just come in and check in. Let's see. Hi, William McIntyre. Nice to have you here. And Joey Spins, a shout out to you. And Gayathir. Who else is here? Everyone's here. Okay, let's give me I'm going to try to focus on the read here and give you about 4 or 5 minutes of just what pours out. And that means I'm not going to be focusing on the chit chat, so talk nice to each other for a minute and talk amongst yourselves. There you go. Gonna ring a bell here, clear the air. Woo! Oh, let's get this on. Let's get this on. What we're doing here, I'm going to go through several different decks of tarot cards. I'm going to read some rune stones. I'm going to throw a deck that I like to call the Vocabularium. My favorite words from our other tome, the 11th edition Merriam-Webster Collegiate Dictionary. Blessings coming in, big blessings coming in here. As soon as we mentioned the good book, it's the only other book that I've ever seen that has pages revered as holy as the books of the Bible. They put them on that little thin sort of vellum faux newsprint vellum, that super thin King James Bible paper. Oh yeah, there's definitely something holy about that book. Come on now. What's up, Cy? What a bunch of nervous energy. I think he has to potty. I might have to go open the door here. It's biological. Hold that thought. 2 shakes. I'm going to walk on the other side of the room, open the door, and be right back. Come on, boy. People are waiting. But I know your bladder can't wait. Come on, boy. Come on, boy. Come on, boy. You know how it is. It's like kids in the car on a road trip. Don't think I didn't let these turkeys out 5 minutes before I got up and on here. Yeah. What do we got here? So what's going to happen here is we'll get a couple of reads, and I'm going to have to go open that door one more time and let that puppy back in. Don't need a reason to be happy. Someone's manifesting here. Thank you for your patience, and thank you for joining me. Thank you for keeping the faith. Someone was in the middle of a cord cutting and stopped. Remaining hidden. You're becoming realizing that some stepping back to clear your head. Someone here was gonna peel out for just a minute. They were gonna peel out for good. They were gonna cord cut. It's total obliteration. Turning some relationship into a never was. But then you, instead of stepping out like an Irish goodbye, someone stepped back into the shadow, stepped back to clear your head before you just took off. Someone here paused before being reactive and leaving the scene because something caught your eye right before you left the room. Something out the corner of your eye is worth watching out for here. Someone's behavior shifted, or someone thought you left, so they behaved in a way that was, I'm getting that more modestly than you, like you were waiting to see if they would, and they saw you watching, and were just self-conscious again. I don't think that they were trying to lie to you. They were just self-conscious. They knew you were watching. So if you were holding judgment for someone, they did not act out of misbehaving. They acted out of feeling foolish, just feeling self-conscious. Yeah. Hello to everyone. Hello to everyone. All right. What are we doing here? Someone got like warm. Someone's embarrassed. There's what am I getting here? There's some disoriented, someone's blushing. Someone's blushing. Someone's blushing. That's not a bad thing. That someone's blushing. Okay. What are we doing? What are we doing here? Let's get some tarot out and just get a straight read. Nope, that's the rune book. Oh, and we're going to have to, I get a feeling we're going to have to take some notes. I've got this really kind of bubbly vibe today. This is just kind of a pleasant, some readings you walk into and it's anxious, or you feel people's pressure before you even walk in. And this kind of feels like everybody's in a good mood. Are we coming into everybody's getting time off for the holidays coming up or something? I know office workers this time of the month, it's already like a work stoppage. Basically, there's nothing getting done since Thanksgiving. First week of December is done. Any business. Oh, boy. Oh. All right. Some of you are feeling disoriented. Someone here is feeling just really disoriented. It's kind of, I was going to say hungover, but it's more like it's like you're still drunk from last night. It's not even hungover yet. It's you buzzed. Oh. Oh, if you drank grain alcohol last night, you're just getting hydrated again. Some of you are still, you're getting re-drunk from getting pickled. So technically it's a hangover. Third eye awakening. Clarity in chaos. Somebody might feel like they're splitting right here. Oh, they're getting burnt. Oh, you're in trouble too. It's only Thursday. You still got to get through tomorrow. Those holiday parties are a bum. Heartfelt guidance. Hydrate. Keep hydrating. Keep hydrating. Careful on the drive home. You might be like technically under the influence. Follow the light. And this isn't new. This is Breakthrough Insights upside down. This is not your first rodeo. You might be taking the bus home. Just if you live in town, you might be advised to just kind of maybe stop off and get a bite to eat before you head home if you're driving. Yeah. I'm so glad you're here. Thank you for joining me. Thank you for allowing me to be sharing this time with you. You look amazing. You smell great from here. I hope you're having a great day. All right. It is pouring rain here, and it's been mixed with snow. So let me go get that skinny dog out the door, and then we can finally settle into what we're doing here. All right. Great. Thank you so much. And that hippopota pig thanks you too. Okay. Now I know we can relax for a while. Okay. I don't know why I was getting, there we go. Just trying to catch up with the, yeah, okay, let's get back into the mode here. I'm listening to all the sounds around me without identifying them as named anything. I'm separating the sounds into different sources. The imagination wants to lead into picturing these sounds, but I'm emptying any visual reference. I'm returning to the vibration striking the eardrum, returning my focus to the direction from which the sound comes. Taking a deep breath and feeling the cool air entering my nostrils, changing the temperature of the tip of my nose. Becoming aware now of the card's edges on the fingers in my hands. That I've crossed my legs under the table, one shin resting on the knee of the other leg, one foot bare on the wood floor, the coolness of the floor, the tiniest of draft across my ankle. And again, now becoming aware of senses from the top of the head, hearing sounds again, realizing that for a moment I had forgotten I was listening to anything. I'm realizing now again that I'm here with you. Thank you for joining me. I'm Cece with Angel Radio Tarot. Just getting into the right frame of mind so that I can throw some cards here and tap into Angel Radio, tune into the frequencies of the cosmos, to tell you what's in, who's out, how to elevate your life and dominate your human experience. Remember that you are here. You're here now. Whenever you find this message, let it apply to you. But I'm recording this on December the 18th in 2025. I've been visited by the thoughts of not just solstice coming, but with the chill weather coming in the northern hemisphere. And the second week of December approached in. How humbling it is to become aware of the fragility, how fragile it is. The shifts in temperature we can bear, about 100-degree swing, right? Season to season. But just the tipping of the earth, just a few degrees away from the heartbeat of our sun. And what it is to live without it, with our nose just tipped out into the cold edge of the vacuum of galaxy on the other side. Tipped away from our sun for just a little bit, realizing just how cold and empty and frictionless and lifeless outer space is. And that we are just hurtling through the cosmos in a yo-yo. How humbling it is. How precious this life becomes. That you are here, that you are, out of all the lives that we're ever to live, listening within. That you should be here, and that you should be here and bodily and mentally whole and sound. And that you should have found your way here. The Buddhists marvel at consciousness being like a sea turtle that is in the ocean in the depths and never breaks to the surface but once every 1,000,000 years. And that even once every 100,000,000 years before that does he rise inside of the golden yoke, a ring. In the midst of the ocean, he should happen to lift his head up and surface inside a golden ring of knowledge, of consciousness. The rarity that you should exist at all, and the rarity more still that you should find reason. Someone's feeling like really small or weak. They're listening within. You're listening within, but it's just making you feel small. You feel like your light is shaded. There's some muting of self happening. This isn't quite an ego death, but this sounds like, honey, learning feels like stupid. This sounds like you learning humility. It happens quietly. The inner knowing comes from this. I mean, this is where the inner knowing comes from. The inner knowing isn't a destination. It's the space that opens whenever you stop closing that part of yourself away. The dimming, yes. Oh, Christians have that song, shining your light under a bush, something like that. This little light of mine, I'm going to let it shine. What do we got here? This is kind of a mess. We'll take just a little. Trusting your path. Someone's doubting their path. But they're definitely on the journey within. This silent whisper, angelic whisper, and intuitive creativity have all been downturned. There's some hindering communications here. It's like the angel that inspires you has got a cough. The angelic whisper is turned down. It's affecting the creativity. Hidden truth has even been that part of it being turned down is something's intentionally, not intentionally, they're getting, what I'm getting is your spirit team, you're an angel or somebody is they're trying to get a message to you by going, like you're in a crowd and someone is going, yeah, but bullshit. They can't say it outright, so they're trying to kind of, if you feel weird but unclear, it's because they're not able to, you're accustomed to having like very clear inspiration. You're feeling motivated, but your destination and all that's kind of clear and unclear, and they can't outright tell you this, but they can give you little hints. But yeah, it's like that. To the left, turn left. Balance and harmony and the silent whisper. I get that the challenge here is that you are supposed to be making this decision unaided in order to prove some kind of point out of a crossroads deal, or like for the sake of fair play on the angelic side of the war, you're not allowed to get a hint or like a lifeline call. You're supposed to do this one by yourself, and they're trying to slip you a little something. All right, what's next? What's next? Are you also coughing? Yeah. Did I have my little finger up? I am prissy as fuck, yes. I'm a fucking flower. Yes. Okay, we're going to slide into another deck here. And we'll come back to these at some point. Well, I'm sure I'll find a reason to pull back one of these decks and start overlapping. How do I know which ones are? I have become accustomed to the sort of flavor of chaos and what is mine and what isn't mine. When I feel energy and chaos coming from, like, feeling like interference, like somebody's fucking picking on me. It's not paranoia. There are, I've said it before, for every body that is possessed by bullshit temptation and narcissism and alcoholism and just drug addiction and all of the things that possess us away from our normal, like all of the self-destructive shit is a demonic possession on some level, some negative energy that has taken advantage of a person. Instead of one where they got help, they got exploited by temptation. There is another whole bank of people that are possessed by self-affirming and positive generating holy good spirit. And you can feel the difference, you can taste the difference, or the body responds with a particular like anxiety creates chemicals in your body that you can freaking taste. Trusting your subconscious. And then, you know, the greatest of freaking tools is scientific method is you start watching that stuff. You start accounting for it. Don't blow it off. Start writing it down. Start testing your theories. Start recreating scenarios or models, and play it back and figure out where that shit came from. And you can start categorizing the way these things appear to you, in what symptom, in what flavor, in what behavior, what kind of people, what kind of addictions are they using, what kind of just mostly I relate it to negative consequences or positive consequences. We are really talking about justice here. The Empress and the Ten of Cups and the Eight of Pentacles. Somebody's in their mastery here and making the fucking call. Here it is where the mastery lies in, is that there is just on business all the way across. The Eight of Pentacles. See the justice here. Here's the foundation here. But this isn't just petty justice. This isn't petty justice or judgment. This is like a clear, wise decision. And we know that because the next card is the Empress. This is somebody that is in wise dispensation and accustomed to authority. Not just sitting back making moral administrative decisions about, okay, what does that mean? Well, that means this and this. But this person is accustomed to making the command decision in regards to that moral judgment. And what it comes in is the difference between those two, knowing which one is which, is does it eat you and take away from you and damage you and cause you suffering, or cause the people that you love suffering? Does it hurt you or anybody else? Or does it fortify your family and provide and expand? Does it live in generosity? Does it provide for inclusion of grace for all things and beings? And what it comes into is, when you come into a relationship with humanity and existence and the fucking galaxy and our place on this little blue ball hurtling through the cosmos, and our relationship to that larger phenomenon of outer space. This card shows the mastery. When you are operating from a generosity of heart, a generosity of spirit, a generosity of curiosity, of free will, and like, I'm not trying to grasp and hang on to all of my wealth. If I have more money than I can use, then I use it to figure out how to create more wealth for opportunity for others. That helped me answer the question. I hope it answered your question. That wasn't really a question so much as just like how my personal view on it. I hope that illuminated you on my view. I'm still thinking about your question, or your just like, can I ask you how you found out which angels are communicating with us, or which one is aiding us at this time personally? I can tell you how it affects me. That's about it. And if you want a more personal reading, or if you want to know which angels, that takes me focusing on you, on your question, and really zeroing in. And that's you can make a $20 contribution at Venmo at Angel Radio Tarot until the channel is big enough, which is up to you guys, which is amazing. Thank you. until the channel gets bigger and we can do memberships and stuff like that from there. And I'm taking I'm not more than 3 questions in this general reading area of this live reading. What else is going on here? And as you can see, my readings will generally, if I'm doing a general reading like this, you're going to find there'll be little breaks and vignettes of readings throughout. It'll be, you know, a couple, 5-10 minutes, and then the narrative and the cards will switch it up, and it'll be like completely unrelated. The Emperor is pushing here. This is a pretty solid model of my experience with reading cards, and it'll float from one issue to another, and then there might be also a tendency to go like one read, there'll be a little storyline that happens there, and then it'll switch up, obviously be talking about something completely different, and then it might go back to that and a continuation. It's like reading a chapter from reading a narrative in a book, where each chapter you're switching back and forth from like, well, meanwhile in DC this is going on, and then it flips over and goes, back in Vermont, while our family was doing this, we last saw our hero. All right. And those personal reads really to allow me to focus on one person at a time. So it's a generally a longer, more in-depth read. I'm getting the download right now. Something that's coming in here. Shit. The Ten of Cups inverted, the Sun inverted, and the Moon straight up. What are we doing? Okay, so we've got a couple of, this looks like a great read right here. We'll take these cards as they are. We've got 3, 3, and 4, 5. That's great. Okay, I'll take that. Let's spin around. We've got 2 sets of crowds. This is going to be personal impact here, general impact, like what's going on the surface everybody can see, but this is more like how you feel about it here. And this is somebody's trying to get away with something over here. There is some straight up there's a crowd that is just got straight up normal love, but they're partying a little bit too hard here, and partying should not put the world, like, this should not be your whole world. This is a strange juxtaposition to have this social and going kind of on the hard side, and it being, you know, maybe romance out of that, or maybe business out of that, but like encompassing the entire world, kind of, I don't know, but that should not be your, this is like clubbing is your whole world. That's a phase, maybe. Maybe some of you are going through a phase. The Ten of Cups. Once the membership grows and we can start doing different kinds of memberships, I'll also be offering things, and I do now, some counsel on how to use things like religious amulets to have a greater peace of mind about what spirits are protecting you, what you're inviting into your home, what kind of worship, break down the worship you're being invited to, and find out what it is that you're worshiping, or what it is that you're inviting into your spirit, into your spiritual space, or what it is that you're promising to deities and various, just in plain English, trying to break down objectively, what am I signing up for exactly? Ten of Cups. And then things, you know, sympathetic magic, things are spiritual, what would be relics, or not like antiquities, but spiritual vestments that may make you feel more at ease and more at peace and calm your sense of spiritual interference. Ten of Cups inverted, repose of the false heart, indignation and violence. So I'm not getting that this is domestic or party violence or raping or anything, but it's like extremely rude. Like you could not be more offensive. You could not. It's just a slap in the face by someone you trusted. Verbally, someone went after your man. Someone went after your. It's bros before hoes, just broke the codes. The sun inverted. And then right next to the moon straight up. So there's something going on in the shadows that somebody doesn't seem to be too fucking worried about. It's giving like beach party where someone really kind of doesn't care if they're seen walking into or outside the cast of the fire. Thank you. I'm glad you enjoyed that, Brett. Thank you for joining. Welcome, welcome. Let's see. Yeah, so the moon is literally the path off into the distance under the moonlight. That the whole gesture of this card in its upright is crossing the threshold into the unknown, down the pathway of, I don't know, do we want to call this like the primrose path? There's an alliance between two like-minded individuals, but there's also the illusions that they're both kind of engaging or just not quite crossing the line into delusions. Because they're both adults and willing partners, and they're both just kind of, I'm gonna just kind of go along with that. Yeah, this is a continuation of this vibe of there's some crying. There's some cry. Somebody's gonna, this is a moral injunction. Oh, these get so petty. You know, the part of this is reading tarot, and because people are not that fucking complicated, and it can be put down in a subjective, limited number of combinations of cards, and that whole, it's the shifting of the narrative of the reader, the impression of the reader that changes these narratives, but the repetition of the kinds of ways that humans betray each other. Oh, geez. I wish I didn't know so many different kinds of ways. Let's see, the Two of Pentacles. Enforced gaiety, simulated enjoyment, literal sense of handwriting, composition, letters of exchange. And then the Page of Pentacles. Overindulgence. And the crying out. Someone tried too hard. Someone was the most at trying to make an impression. Oh, that was just like petty high school beach kind of. This is supposed to be for 18 and older up in here. I don't know what this is. Some pretty petty vibes here. Someone made it look like they didn't know you were watching when they let themselves get caught by being walked in on. They're faking crying like it's a misunderstanding. And it's to get you to console them while through their embarrassment and let them be the victim at your expense. The arrogance, yes. 5 of Swords inverted. Yep. Somebody is twisting you hard. Who is this person? I mean, I bet you know. This sounds like, you know, I've already been warning about cuffing season and it being shallow relationships. But somebody is really just playing games right now. Do not feel bad about setting some. It's not even about setting clear boundaries, whoever this is for you out there. It's is about, don't even let them play. Don't play. We've got 2 days left here. Don't play. Hi, Jungle Samuel. Thanks for being here. Let's see. Jungle Samuel, if you like a specific question for yourself, it's a $20 contribution to the Venmo Angel Radio Tarot. And the address is just right down here at Angel Radio Tarot. And I'm watching the Venmo here as it comes in, as contributions come in. And today's questions are $20 a question. Otherwise, you can look for videos or shorts that I've uploaded that have, if you're the first commenter on any of my shorts or videos, you'll win of the first commenter free read giveaway, a 15-minute personal pre-recorded read. And you just enter your question there. You'll see if you're the first commenter. Enter your question there, and I'll return a link, a YouTube link. I'm only on YouTube, folks. So if you see me on any other platform, TikTok, Facebook, whatever, anywhere, refer back here to me. Let me know so I can go after them turkeys and get them to take it down. They're making money off of me, and I ain't even making money off of here. I'm not yet monetized on YouTube. That just is a matter of time. I've only been on for about 45 days and we've got almost 200 subscribers, and that's all you. Thank you so much. It sure does help the channel and gets it out there to everyone else. Let's continue with the read here. And then there'll be different services available at different rates once I get monetized on YouTube here, and that is based strictly on the number of hours that you folks keep your eyeballs glued to Angel Radio Tarot. I'm your host, CC. I'm so glad you're here. You look fantastic. You smell great from here. Let's see here. The Two of Cups. There's a petulant little bitch that is giving the King of Swords a hard time. Fussy little cunt. Fussy little cunt. Issuing a 10 of Swords. Inverted here. Sorry about the page flip right under the mic. Here we go. So no, that's a 10 of Swords. Advantage, profit, success, but none of these are permanent. Also power and authority. Excuse me. Something got me right there. I almost started to laugh. Like you are in a position, some of you are in a position where you're in front of somebody, a young blood just said something stupid in front of uncle and just about got their toes chopped. Just about got, what I'm getting is a holiday nut check. I don't know if that's the deal in your family, but that was just like a straight up, oh no, you didn't, boy. Young blood. All right. What else is going on? So yeah, somebody showed their ass and got checked. Somebody's about to show their you got uncle in the corner going, don't let that boy bow up at me. Don't let that boy bow up at me. Fuck around and find out. You're gonna try Jesus. I'll throw these hands. That's exactly the tone. Somebody's about fed up. There's somebody's about to fed up. Uncle's growling at the pup. Come on, young blood. Say something stupid. And he's allowed to pop him too. Somebody's about to get popped if they don't look out. We'll fuck around and find out. Page of Wands. Oh, the Page of Wands. Oh, where are you, Page of Wands? Let's see. Anecdotes, announcements, but evil news. Also indecision and the instability which accompanies it. But intentionally, because of evil news. Anecdotes, announcements. Somebody is fucking around. Somebody is telling jokes at uncle's expense. The indecision and instability, yeah, making poor choices. Somebody is making some poor social challenges. Some poor social challenges. Make some better choices, son. Make some better choices. I don't know where I'm from. I never met a man that didn't try to bow up at their daddy when they were 15 and get popped on good. That's like how you know you just grew the fuck up. Is when you, I don't know. I guess once both of them do it, because the man I knew, his mama wasn't but like 4'10", and he popped her, tried to bow up at her when he got taller than her, and he woke up with pulling carpet out of his mouth, with her standing over there with a cast iron skillet going, "Are you okay?" Fuck around and find out, young blood. I don't know. Some of you are getting the green light to check. Some of you are getting the green light to check, young blood. Yeah. Six of Wands. This is a whole packet here. What do we got? Oh, and crying some more. Still crying. Yep. Look at this. Five of Wands inverted. So look, this is all a bunch of hijinks and jackassery, right? That's how that rolls. That's all hijinks and jackassery. They're having a good time. But when you turn that shit on its head, now it's jail time. Somebody is taking this shit off the compound and making it the public's problem. All right. They're going to pay for it. Yeah. Don't took it too far. Somebody took too far. You always play too hard. They weren't even trying to be the most, but they just turned out to be, like, it kept escalating. Suspense, delay, opposition. Somebody crossed a threshold here into the unknown. The Knight of Wands. I'm getting the feeling Uncle's going to have to go pick young boy up. Confirmation. Went ahead and pushed young blood to prove himself. Go ahead, boy. Go ahead. Go ahead. Show me what you got. And went and did, and then tore off the property and really was going to show everybody what he got. And it wasn't supposed to turn out like that. And now Uncle's having to go over and grab and fix and damage control, because he's the one that encouraged him to get out there and let him zip off. He didn't have to push it. They thought it would be funny. They thought, now this is the year we let him go ahead, show me what you got. And it didn't turn out right. Uncle's got to get in there. Uncle's got to get in there and fix what he fucked up and was supposed to know better. He went uncle mode and forgot the kid ain't grown yet. Rupture, division, interruption, and discord. Apprehension, fear. An enemy at the gate, treachery, disloyalty. Whoever's mama's this is, if it's Uncle's sis, especially if it's Uncle's sister-in-law, is freaking livid. Livid that you let her baby, and that you were the cause of the hijinks and the jackassery that's got her baby where her baby is right now, doing stupid baby shit. And it's not even with his gang of buddies from school. It's with this gosh dang uncle. Dang it. All she's done to try to keep him out. And this is why This is why you hear about this shit. My uncle got me into this back when I was 17. This is how. And she fucking knew it. She fucking knew it. She should have kept you away from her kid. Big family break. Big family break this year. Big family break. I told y'all Krampus was going to come in hard this year. What am I doing? I got a box for these. Krampus is going to come in hard this year. Yeah, hey, if you're new to the channel and you haven't subscribed yet, but you'd like to participate in the chat and get to know the community here that visits Angel Radio Tarot, go ahead and hit that subscribe button, and then you can enjoy the chat here. And then hit the notification button too, so you'll know when the next live chat is. Today's special is a $20 question, specific personal question. I'll read for you right here. Maximum of 3 questions today. Otherwise, you can go over and check and see if you can find a video or a short that you can be the first commenter on, and then you'll be the winner of the first commenter free read giveaway, a 15-minute personal pre-recorded read. You'll get a link to a YouTube that I'll send to your comment. I'm only on YouTube. And if you want to make a contribution to Angel Radio Tarot, you can do that through Venmo at Angel Radio Tarot until the channel reaches enough subscribers and watch time that we can do memberships and special services. What do we got here? Getting really warm in the sections of the face here. Someone here just shaved off a mustache and beard. I'm getting like temperature shift right here. Like it's colder than it should be compared to what I'm used to. I'm used to it being, oh yeah. Like there used to be hair there, and now it's all warm, weird feeling because the fresh air is on my face. Who is this? This may be for you. I didn't get a full beard, but it's having the lip and the under the lip right here. Right here and right here. So maybe you didn't have a full beard, or maybe you had a short, thin. But you had this quite thick. I'm getting quite thick. Full color, like you couldn't see the lip or the chin. Not a scraggly goatee, but you know, something like a Brillo pad, real dense, curly. Woolly is what I'm thinking. Come on. Who is this? Is this you, or is this someone that you're thinking about? What does that mean? Krampus. Krampus is the Norwegian Santa Claus. And it's a bad dude. It's a bad dude. You can Google Krampus. There's festivals going on right now. And there's several different kinds of Krampus. Their 12 Days of Christmas is celebrated with different Santa Clauses. But Krampus has several varieties. And the little elves are translated. It's kind of like how we have all of our fairy tales are all cleaned up and nice for our kids now. But they came from Grimm's horror fairy tales of killing all wolves in the dark woods and all the German folklore. That's where all of your fairy tales come from, and they're really dark, grim, murderous children. Go out in the dark and don't come home because Krampus got them, or the witches in the dark that eat the children and turn them into gingerbread, shit like that. That all came from old dark Grimm's fairy tales folklore. So the farther north and the colder it gets, the darker the children's stories are. And Krampus, instead of having elves, he has an army of trolls. There's a fantastic movie that came out about 15 or 20 years ago that is, I want to say it's Norwegian. It's like a 9-year-old kid or an 11-year-old kid, something like that. And he lives up there, and they find Krampus in the tip of an iceberg somewhere on a climb and accidentally release him. And then they have to corral and catch him again. Yeah, yeah. The ice trolls. Yeah, that was a great movie. So it's I don't know if they've dubbed it or if they've got it, what do we got here? Interesting. But that, I saw that here in the United States, and that was new that year. So in the last, probably like the last 15, 20 years. Let's see. We've got the Judgment card again here. We're on the threshold of something. Again, the Moon card, or the Moon card energy. There's some patriarchal issue here. Some male energy, some father energy. And then Kairos. I'm going to look Kairos up here. Someone is like taking an Odin kind of authority on the edge of a moral, there's some kind of moral judgment that needs to be made, and it is going up to the highest authority. Kairos. Why hasn't this been something that's been morally evaluated before now? Why should it be so strange that it would need to go up to the highest of authority? There we go. Again, this timelessness, this mythic timelessness, the secondary time that has nothing to do with clocks and schedules, but about the non-linear timing of things. Hi, Izzy. Hi, how you doing? Great to see you. Great to see you. It's about the moments that ripen with auspiciousness, core memories, the kind of electricity in the air for a moment that prompts you to speak or to not speak. It's about patience and precision right now. So this question is being weighed carefully, and there is a timing about this, but the timing needs to be not a moment before the clarity of this judgment comes through. Not a moment before clarity is revealed. And you know it's coming, that moment of clarity, that timelessness moment, the timing of this. Don't rush it. Whatever this is, don't rush it. There are people that want the answer now. They know you have it, but you don't. Or maybe you do, and you know that there's something else that is to be gained by waiting just a moment longer, just a little bit longer. You don't even know what you're waiting for in it yet, but just and you'll know when. You'll know when it's been long enough. You'll know when there's nothing more coming. And it'll be at that precise moment that you can't guess that the bell will chime and tell you, here, someone will hand you the piece of paper with the answer on it. This is about a moment of auspiciousness where your decision making is about being literally at the right place at the right time. And there's not anything you can do to force it. Nothing to force it. If you forced it, that would be your way of saying this is not the time. This time only will come when you are clear and awake, yet unconscious. It's not about whether or not the answer is right. It's about the cosmos have to have this crystal clear purity of genuine moment before it can penetrate the dimensions and give you the gift. It's that the more genuine you are in every moment, the thinner that veil is for that gift to be handed to you over and over and over. That thinning of that veil, that thinning of disingenuosity. Did I just make up a word? Hi, Alexia. Hi. Alexia, today is $20 questions for the first 3 questions. Otherwise, it's just a general reading while we're on live today. Feel free to chat and welcome. Tell everybody where you're chatting in from. Thank you for the hearts. We're trying to build memberships so that things like what you're asking for can be handled more easily through the membership process that YouTube has set up, asking personal questions. There will be other days where it'll be completely open, ask a question, but today is a general read. So if you can make a $20 donation through Venmo at Angel Radio Tarot, yeah. If you're the first person to comment on any of the videos or shorts, then you'll see you're the first person to comment. Include your question there, and you'll win a 15-minute free read giveaway for first commenters. And it's a YouTube link to a 15-minute video, and I'm only on YouTube. So if you see me on any other platform, if you see me on any other platform, holler back here and let me know, because I'm not on anywhere else. I'm only on YouTube, and we are growing the channel quickly. Thank you. Please subscribe, and please just leave me playing in the background and keep you company, because it really is about just the hours of play and watch time that grows the channel for YouTube reaching their requirements for whether or not we can do memberships. Let's see. Let's do some rune stones, huh? Yeah? Let's do some rune stones. Hey, look, I tell you, I'm having such a great time reading today, and so much of it has to do with the fact that my dogs are relaxing and chilling and being so well behaved and calm. And I don't do any collaborations. I'm just a huge fan of this other person I found on YouTube that does Caesar Milan type training, but for difficult dogs. And his name is Beckman, I think. What do we got here? And it has in a week and a half. I expected 3 weeks, a week of just recalcitrance, a week of physical resistance, and then a week of reinforcement. But I am in like a week and a half of it, and I have got dogs that are, after 3 years of not being able to potty train, I have gone 2 nights in a row and nobody's pottied in the house. Let's see. We've got some shielding happening. This is the yew tree. It's a sign of strength and reliability. Oh, no, what am I doing? I'm reading the wrong one. This is the elk. Protection, a shield, a ward to ward off evil specifically. So if you do have questions, happy holidays, Izzy. If you do have questions, hi, Robin. Our hex is real. I'll give you my opinion in a few minutes. The elk, protection, shield to ward off evil. If you have a question about a hex, you mark just like only as big as this is here. Just a little mark in little places where you feel like you are uncomfortable, or you feel like you're not alone when you would like to be. How you doing, Cy? What's up, Simon? You go lay down, Cy. You just went potty. Yes, you're doing good. Just a good boy. Yes. Okay. He just wants to play. And this is my day off. Like I said, I've been really challenged with the dogs. And I'm really enjoying this time. I don't know if they're going to let me here. Max is starting to pop off in the other room with the yipping. Let's see. There's a question of honor, justice, leadership, and authority here. Someone's questioning your authority, but you're protected, or you are the protection authority where you are. You are the authority of, like, the home defender. There's a wrath of nature here, a hailstorm, uncontrolled force. You're ready for it, or you're prepared for it. This is the kind of thing that you're defending against. Some kind of natural forces. And here is the yew tree here, strength, reliability, and trustworthiness. There's a really big push here for fortifying the defenses. Personal defenses here. Spiritual defenses, home defenses. I'm getting it's about the home, or about the homestead, the family home, the nook, the niche of home. Your little, your clan, your clique there. There's a wealth and abundance, luck, energy, foresight, fertility, and creation. This is very much about the home. Very much about the home. Yeah, big, deep homesteading here. Deep defenses of the home and the family. Oh, we're getting into shrill yippies. You're probably going to hear it in a minute, and if you can hear it, then that's going to be my signal. You keep seeing 444. I wish I was more into numerology. You should check with, who else does that? Linda Likes Tarot here on YouTube. She's great at numerology. There's the beginning of something here. So this is there's a new project or a new problem or a new concern that you're trying to build all of these. You are preparing for the next big thing. You are preparing your defenses for the next wave or the next fad of the way people try to interject into your life. Some travel or journey. A big change is happening for sure, but it's about how that change happens. The travel and the journey part concerns me. Maybe your defenses are going to include your vehicles. Let's see. Yeah. So what I'm reaching on with the little dog here is he's screaming before he has an accident. I'm going to take a break here, go check on them, let them out, and I'll be right back. No, go lay down. Great. Thanks for your patience. Oh, they sure appreciate it. So we're talking about home defenses here, maybe having to travel or having some travel involved. You might be concerned about someone who is traveling to come toward you. Let's see here. There is some, you're getting some new information or new technical information, new technical ability, but the emphasis here is that it is a new, either a new technical ability or a new, it's like your new superpower coming in. 111 on the, yeah, 111 is coming up. Yeah, the emphasis is that this is an unforeseen revelation, an unexpected level of technical ability and creativity, but it's a sudden illumination. Like a sudden skill is going to come upon you. or a big aha moment is coming in. Yeah, something about suddenly interpreting language, suddenly being able to speak Japanese, suddenly having a click of language lessons, something where it goes from being translating in your head during conversational Spanish into, oh, it just clicked, and you're in the zone with it every time you approach it, and you rattle it off like it's been with you your whole life. It's just something clicks, something's going to click for you, and it's going to be represented in a massive acceleration in technical and creative ability. This is, you may have had dreams about this. There was some communication. Water, power of renewal, dreams, fantasies. I don't know how that plays other than the presence of dreams. You may be dreaming of water. This might be a project involving water. I'm getting like an engineering of a watercraft. There's some relationships involved here. There's been some sacrifice of time. There are contracts and partnerships. If that's the case, you're going to want to focus on fairness here, making a gift of fairness, being generous. Generous not in giving the house away, but generous in welcoming an attitude of fairness. Okay. And then last one here. Some of you, this, again, the transportation or the journey, the travel part comes up. And this is the horse, transportation, change, harmony, teamwork, loyalty, and trust. Maybe this defense, this project, you're going to have to hire somebody. The project of getting these defenses up to grade where you want them to be is going to involve hiring someone for their technical ability. I feel that too. Like, why am I trying to reinvent the wheel? And then you're going to have this, oh my God, these people have been making the exact thing that I've been trying to freaking build on a lathe in the freaking garage for like $6. I had no idea people were making these. That kind of aha. And then it'll turn out they've got a whole website full of stuff that you've been looking for that you don't have to try and machine yourself. Interesting. Interesting. Okay. Hey, thanks everybody for helping me care for my dogs properly and not pushing them to the breaking point. Yeah, that sure helps a lot. What else do we have here? So, we're going to get this deck back out here. This is one of my personal decks, one of my handwritten decks. And let's see. Yeah. Let's get a tome and bring the blood pressure down. That's nice. That's nice. Welcome to Angel Radio Tarot. I'm your host, CC. It's so nice to have you here. You look amazing and you smell great from here. I'm so glad you're with me today. Thanks for letting me share the space with you here today. Someone is having a good time. There's a pairing. It's got Cancer inverted. I'm not sure that this is the person. It's a mood. Not a dark Cancer. Just a mood of Cancer. Not even a Cancer person. Just the type of clowning that a Cancer does. What type of clowning does Cancer do when it's in a mood? Like a Virgo can be sarcastic, and Aries is really kind of, when Aries gets really comfortable, they're blunt. What? This is not an exercise. Someone wants you to like them. Someone's trying to be likable at you. There's no, this is the blessings and the wealth card. Free and clear, fat, big bonus spins, but it's not, they're not winning. They're not able to catch your eye. They're not, or you're not able to catch their eye. Someone's trying to get the attention of the person they admire. There's someone's concerned about, ooh, I don't know how this plays in. There is a PI involved here, and there's a crossroads deal. So someone got caught making a deal to try to get close to you, and they're being watched. You're being protected, but not by people that you employed. It's not your PI. There's another party involved here that wants to stay hidden, that thinks that they are responsible for keeping bad guys away from you. But is it coming to you yourself? Why isn't this person coming to you themselves if they're so possessive of you? Community and family, because they're married, or they have their own family involved. They're not allowed to come to you and be like family with you. They're not supposed to know you. Is this someone that was married that you were previously involved with? Someone you had an affair with? Someone had an affair. Someone had an affair. There's a Leo and upside down Virgo that think they're cavalry for you. They are being really selfish. This is not a earthly, or this isn't a guardian angel for you. This is someone that is being possessive and duplicitous. There's a Gemini down here for you. So yeah, the dark Virgo and then Leo energy. It might be a Leo, or it might be a Leo kind of possessiveness that's mixed, Virgo, Leo cusp. But dark Virgo in this PI, and not police department or feds. It's PI. Someone is pretending to be undercover so that they can watch you, and they've made a deal to be able to do that. And they're trying to get this other little gnat away from you, but they are otherwise obliged. They still can't come to you for themselves. They just don't want you to have anybody else. Hi, Heidi. Hi, welcome. I'm Cece. Welcome to Angel Radio Tarot. Nice to have you in. Personal questions, individual questions are $20 with a Venmo contribution right here. And for today, until we get the channel grown up and we can do memberships and different individual reads like that. And it's a general read today. Otherwise, if you don't have a personal question with a contribution today, then sit back and enjoy the read. It might be applied to you, and if not, allow it to pass over for someone else to appreciate. Oh, I am so glad you're here, Heidi. Thank you so much. If you're watching the channel, go ahead and hit that subscribe button so you can join in and visit with everyone else, or ask your question with the Venmo contribution. And hit that notification bell so that you can know when I have other live readings. There's the not feds. Again, this is coming through like someone is acting like an undercover cop, but they're a civilian. And they're digging deeper. They're being really fucking nosy. It's burgeoning on stalking, but it's like they're just staying far enough away. This is for some of you, not all of you. They are a succubus, or they're looking for a succubus. They're hoping that you will be their succubus, or they're trying to like make sure you stay single, so if they ever want you, they can come in like the hero and then suddenly be the person that you want them to be. Oh, what is this? Skelly's in the cupboard. They think their poop doesn't stink. I am everything I need, but they're not. They're insatiable. They can't get enough, and it's all on a spiritual level. They are, this is a spiritual vampire. This is a spiritual, somebody that is pretending to be your friend is cock blocking you. That's what that comes down to. All of that for, get off my dick, Wayne. Okay, what else do we have? This deck is always so much fun. I've got another deck I'm working on, the Somnambulist, and then, of course, you may have heard about the Vocabularium, and the Holy Pages of the Oracle, that is the 11th edition Merriam-Webster's Collegiate Dictionary, with the pages as thin and delicate and vellum as the Holy Bible itself. We're going to throw some cards out here, and then I'm going to double and triple layer, and we'll see. Thank you for the hearts. And we'll see what kind of narrative we pull from this. What does he give me? 3 cards out of this deck, please. Just 3 cards. Elevate. Succubus. Okay, we'll take 4. Deceptive. Elevate was on its ear. What I saw it flash from underneath here, but really what it is do not be distracted by senseless affairs. Succubus is on its ear. Deceptive is keen. So there is a deception going on. And Pisces on its ear. So dark Pisces, or the time frame of February to March, something happening in the early spring. What are these 3 cards here, please? There's a biological something, a dark Aries. So there's going to be needy, high anxiety in the feels. So you may be an Aries that is going to be going through it with the Pisces in the spring. Your birthday may be difficult for you this year. Coming up at the end of, February to March. At the end of Pisces, we'll have one more in between. But yeah, there's this about you getting older, and your resistance to holding on to something, and it's just going to be a very emotional time for you, Aries. So be on guard. But the do not be distracted by senseless affairs relating directly to a succubus, being deceptive. It's going to be a Pisces, or I really guess in the early spring, and it's a dark Aries. For whoever you are, you may be a dark Aries, or this is going to be a dark Aries that comes to you, an insecure, high energy. Dark Aries is like, God, I'm an Aries, but I gotta tell you, a dark Aries is like a fear-complexed golden retriever. High energy, short attention span. Everything is an emergency. And yeah, big fix-it urgency. It's an extremely uncomfortable place to be. It's manic. It's manic. And it is just, it's biological. Yeah, for an Aries, when they get into a dark place, it becomes very physical. They're very physical anyway. Very high sensory, physical, sensory input is an issue. Adrenaline is a problem. So they're not going to be very well self-supervising in the early spring coming up to the birthday this year. There's no crossroads deal here, or there's going to be a crossroads deal broken at this time. Crossroads deal that will be repelled is what I'm getting. There will be a crossroads deal, fresh, new on the table, or still in the green, active. And it will be like a spell being broken, not paid off. So that means that the crossroads writer, the demon, the jinn, has to expire for that to happen. So there's a crossroads demon that's got his head on the block come spring. They have to make a deal happen by your birthday, Aries. They're hoping you're still in the dark by your birthday. But I get that that's not going to happen because the crossroads deal is on its head. They don't think it's going to happen, which means it's not going to happen. Social obligation, command, community, family rules. Somebody's lips are chapped. Some of you, not all of you, obviously. There's a desire to return to sender. Either to, what I'm getting is for this dark Aries to return to something that they had before, like going back to an ex that they know isn't going to treat them very well, but it's better than not knowing. And then, yeah, future building, future faking. They've got somebody that sees them in their high anxiety and fear. This is an Aries in fear, which is that manic state. Lucifer's involved right up the middle, and we're talking about society devil, not the guardian of the light of creation. This is Ilbis. This is the deceiver, not the angel Lucifer. This is the crossroads demon boss, Lucifer. Representative of this. No, this is the embodiment. Who is this embodiment of the crossroads deal? The crossroads demon. Obviously, they work for the dark Lucifer, Ilbis. Society has confused Ilbis with Lucifer the angel. Let's see. Let's see. Something is offering cooperation, or there's no cooperation forthcoming. It had cooperation and then none forthcoming on its ear. And this is all right here next to Lucifer. Do not be distracted by senseless affairs next to deceptive dark Pisces, the succubus. Total obliteration is upside down. There's a pass or of pass and fail, and then hiding in plain sight is on its ear. So this all started with this crossroads demon revealing itself as working for Lucifer Ilbis. Does not have cooperation. So this was an independent deal. That's why this crossroads demon is going to perish. Yep. They were going to try to future fake you and get you to go back to your ex. But that's not going to pass. That part's not going to pass. See, the total obliteration is on its ear, and it's a pass. So it's like a Pasco, collect $200, or go through. There's not going to be any obliteration happen, you're going to be able to pass freely. And this hiding in plain sight, there's no need for you to hide. You're going to be able to pass freely in the open without someone coming at you. So yeah, it's just the big message here keeps coming back to. The only thing that is an action card here is do not be distracted by senseless affairs, and be aware of this deceptive succubus coming into you before your next birthday, Aries. And that it will be emotional for you. If you are in that much of the feels, in whoever this is that is bringing this biological, this conflict, then all you have to do is wait until after your birthday. I mean, if your birthday's on the first day of Aries season, you wait till the second day of Aries season. You wait till that zodiac shifts. And if that person is still there, enjoy yourself. Clowning. Somebody's clowning. You're being cautious of somebody clowning. That's all it is. How hard is it going to be for you to keep whatever it is you need to do to keep your feels out of it? And if you ever want something out of this later that you're going to need the feels, don't be cheap and cheesy and sleazy. Take your time with this. I get the feeling that this has been coming up a couple of times in this read with this particular season, about cuffing season. And if you are going to go ahead and initiate cuffing season, look, here's the deal. I get if you're not going to be transparent with your partner that this is just for the season, like I'm not going to get in feels, this is just casual, right? We're just going to have a good time for the, keep each other company for winter. One, it's going to blow up hard on you this year if you decide to get in the feels after saying you weren't going to, or if you go the other way around and pretend like you're in the feels and you're not. This is not the year to muck around with this kind of moral flex. I'm telling you, this is a hard and harsh judgment, Krampus, so much darker than coal in your gym socks, kind of naughty and nice judgment day with the holidays, with Christmas. Get familiar with your pagan holidays and where these things come from. It's all been dressed up to not scare the kids. Are we going to get a little more? Yeah, look at that fly out. I was just going to ask the question. You are under a psychic attack. Some of you, not all of you. 2 more cards. It's no secret that it is non-corporeal. I love this. I love this. It's no secret. See, and the Skellies is upside down, and you are under a psychic attack. What is this? There's some timing involved, and it shifts between 30 days and the next 2 to 4. The next day or two to the next 30 days. Okay, that doesn't help. And there's out of time. Time to step out. Time to step out. There's something about time here. Time is remaining hidden. The timing of things is not for you to know. But be ready soon. Maintain vigilance. There's a Libra involved. You are the Libra, or there is a Libra involved. What do you mean I shouldn't go out for a drink for Christmas? Oh, moderation in all things. I'm not a doctor, and I can't see the future. I don't know. Do you think you should go out for a drink for Christmas? I think this year is not a year to take chances. That's what I think. I think this year, until after the 1st of the year, until the 2nd of January, And if you want to be overbearing and intrusive about it, count your 12 days of Christmas, and I think it ends at the 6th of January on King Day. Yeah. This year is the year to dive into and honor the origins of the formalities of the holidays. Find out where Christmas comes from. And the best place I've found, yeah, it's kind of late to get into it. Google that shit. Google that shit and get curious. Blessings are on hold here. This isn't about blessings this year. This is about spiritual defenses. There's no escape. The feds already know what you know. So this is like, take it seriously. They take it seriously. Anything that you can think of that people function their morality around, there's somebody in higher government or higher organizations of people get together and want to understand people's behavior, and so they may not buy into it, but they take into account all of the lore and fable and religions and spiritual practice of every variation that they can find out about. They want to know how people choose. They want to know how people make their choices and make their decisions. There's a broken coven involved, which is 2 hags and a warlock. So two broken witches and a warlock, a predator. Predator came in right over the Libra. So there's a Libra that is a predator involved in a coven, an overbearing Libra that is leading this broken coven. So a Libra male, a dark Libra male, a dark Libra that operates in plain sight as an upstanding, I don't know, church-going, kind of moral, just individual, but handles his life with these 2 overbearing broads. He's the predator in that scene, and he's, as is, Dark Virgo is a covert, abusive narcissist. Dark Libra is a vain narcissist, a social, attention-getting narcissist. So he'll have a broken one that's running a broken coven. Will treat it like he has to save these 2 women because they're not strong enough to make stuff happen. He's the warlock. I've explained this in another short, Broken Covens. There's an earth angel involved. Oh, we're back. Ooh, it kicked me out for a second. Earth angels and behavioral. So zodiac. The difference is, I don't know what. If somebody's misbehaving, they're doing it on purpose. It's not an unconscious tendency. It's not a neurodivergence. It is intentional exploitation. This earth angel's being sent to show you that. Or this earth angel, I get that this earth angel's involved with this Libra somehow. There's destruction on the horizon. When we mention being involved with this Libra, there is a belief or a knowing involved. So they know what they're getting into. There's a star seed overseeing all of it. That's the third party involved. That's the setter-upper that knows what both sides of these are going on. We're going to close it up right there. And I sure am glad that you were able to join. I'm Cece. I'm your host here with Angel Radio Tarot. Look for me only on YouTube and come back soon. Hit that notification bell so you know whenever I'm live again. I can't wait to see you again. You have a wonderful evening. It's been a fantastic day spending the day with you. Take care now. We'll see you again soon.